Okay, Unit 6 quick practice is everything about volume of rectangular prisms. It really is building automaticity and fluency with the formulas for volume. So you can see here we start right away in lesson 1. I have animated now these slides. So if you go into slideshow mode, student leaders can now ask these questions. So what is volume? And it'd be class, think about it. Class might be like turn to your neighbor. It might be everyone. And like the amount of space occupied by a solid figure. Like we want them to be able to say it easily and quickly. So if it requires someone to give an actual definition, then you're just calling on one person. Remember, the goal of the quick practice is that a choral response. So whatever it is that they say here, it needs to be something that they can repeat over and over and over again. So once the student asks for the response, then you can click and the cover will go away. How is volume measured? And we're looking for students they could write it really quickly on their board. On the count of 3, show it, everyone say it, cubic units. Okay, so anytime I can just do choral response, I want to. For the next couple, they do have a little more explanation. So explain why the formula V is length, the formula volume is length times width times height. And we're looking for them to quick, like 20 seconds, 15 seconds, turn and talk. Why does this work? Explain this formula. So this is just reviewing everything that they know. And then you're going to get into lesson. If I kept clicking, it would all return them. Okay. Then I get to the next slide and you can see that now this is more typical. So what formula will you use? Length times base times, or length times width times height, or are you going to use volume equals base times height? Okay, so either one, but when I say class, I'm expecting to hear both of those answers in a choral response, and then enter the links into your formula. So this is an exception to the rule of choral response. Everyone would actually write in the values based on the cube on the left, and then they would hold up their boards when they're ready. I'm looking as a student leader, class show me, everyone shows me, and we all, class, read the equations together. We could do V equals 3 times 2 times 5, or V equals 6 times 5, and then the student leader could choose. So maybe the student says, class, solve this one. Okay. And on the count of 3, class, think about it, class, and they reveal it. And now, the students would say 30 cubic centimeters. Okay. So we want them to do, if they're going to write anything down, it's got to be really quick. We're not waiting. This is a 5-minute time. You only have 2 slides to get through, but you're trying to build automaticity. If you give too much time, students are cheating off of each other. They're spending time drawing. They're not utilizing the time well. So you will continue to go through this. As you get through many more examples, you're going to notice that we get into the fractional lengths. So now we're rehearsing and practicing multiplying fractions. Again, you want it to be quick. If they forget how to do that, then you can have at the end of that day's quick practice, go back and have the student leader say, now turn and talk to your neighbor about how you knew how to multiply. Let's say, get another example here. How you knew how to multiply 8 times 1/2 times 10/3. Like, how'd you do that? And kids maybe give another extra minute to having someone explain how they remembered how to multiply. You can always add that in at the end as necessary.